Tell us a bit about your insights about cloud computing and how important it is, what it is, what's cloud computing in Vlad's terms, and also why it's important.
Yeah. Well, I feel like this has evolved over time. Like cloud computing in the early days was something a bit more mysterious. There was no playbook as to how to manage it and how to deal with it. And so many organizations were maybe not so trustworthy of adopting it. And yeah, what is cloud computing? I think the easiest thing to imagine is someone else's computer, right? It runs in the cloud. It's managed by the big corporations today. AWS, Microsoft, and Google are the main sort of providers of cloud computing. And then you basically outsource your computation, your hosting, your data, holding that to those providers to hold that for you and also serve your customers. You deploy apps to those cloud vendors and you are able to then serve your customers through them. The way this has evolved over time is that initially many organizations did not trust each other with that data. And so everyone tried to build it in-house. And in the early days, there was no good sort of playbook as to how to manage it, how to run it. And even today, it's really complex. It hasn't gotten easier. Maybe it's even gotten more complex with all the technologies out there. But we've gotten better at managing vendors and trusting AWS with our data, trusting that they have the right processes in place to protect our data and to provide the right level of assurance that it can support, even the most secure applications, even the most demanding of applications, and even like government sort of applications. There are things like GovCloud and such. Like even the most sort of compliance-minded organizations have adopted the cloud. And that is a big difference to what the world was like maybe 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And the risk, I think, is still there, but it's just we've learned as an industry that it's better to concentrate our efforts to give this kind of sort of the stewardship of the cloud to the professionals, like the AWSs of the world, the Googles and Microsofts. They have the expertise in-house to manage the cloud in ways that no smaller company would be able to do. And so the barrier to entry has been reduced dramatically. Like everyone is now deploying to the cloud. You can be the smallest startup ever, and it's very easy. Just with a few $100, you can just get going, and that's a big shift forward for like reliability and security, things that were not maybe accessible some time ago. Yep. So yeah, the future of the cloud is really bright, and a lot of innovation has been based on it. So it's really an interesting space.